Oh, strap in, baby. We are live from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Riverfront Rumble is on. It's week 2, and we got a battle of the 1 and O's. Orange versus orange. Claw versus claw. And this one's got firepower from the jump. Joey B is back, baby. Joe Burrow, healthy, dangerous, and looking to light up the scoreboard like New Year's bar tab. He's got his swagger, he's got his weapons, and you know that Who Dey crowd, loud and ready. But don't look away, because coming to town is the next big thing. Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. They spent this offseason stacking the deck like it's blackjack at Wrigleyville, and now they're bringing the second-year phenom to the jungle. Looking to shock the AFC, Caleb's got the arm, the legs, and the mentality to mess around and steal this. Like, subscribe, and share if you feel that football fever. And don't forget to hit that first merch store. We got gear to match every shade of orange in this matchup, plus that red, white, and blue heat for your summer cookout look. Bengals, Bears, Burrow, Caleb, it's Madden vs. Madness in the jungle, and Bengal's ready for mayhem.
It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021. National champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has him. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Slot man in motion left. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his second touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Now, Mike, I'm not saying he's going to be able to maintain this pace for the entire game, but here we are in the 1st quarter, and he already has over 100 yards. If he does keep pace, he's going to have a ridiculous stat line by the end of the 4th quarter, but something tells me we're going to see a lot more chunk plays throughout the game unless this defense can somehow find a way to slow them down.
On 1st down, Burrow. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Taken in by Gesicki. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Now, Burrow. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this 1st quarter alone. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. A Give up the middle with Swift. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Now Swift. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Throwing is Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Charlie Jones now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one finds Chase. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Brown. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive.
Automatic 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. So after 1, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's Swift. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. Second down, Burrow. There's that man again, another catch. A big half continues, already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Burrow to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on second down. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on third and 5. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. Here's Williams. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. Swift gets it from the pistol. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. They'll run. It's Swift. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Darnell Wright, guilty that time. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, And that catch gets him a first down. A run here with Swift. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Throwing on second down. Williams. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And he's into the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Bears. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense, set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
That one taken in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. On 1st down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Odunze. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go play action here with Williams. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Give up the middle with Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Working out of the gun, Burrow. There's that man again, another catch. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Second down, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it, gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Williams. Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Williams. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
On 1st down, it's Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Geno Stone that time, all over him in coverage. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of... And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. They'll run with Swift. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Johnson. Good blocking, and he's in. Roschon Johnson, touchdown Chicago. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one complete to Burton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Burrow here on 2nd down. Catch left side is made by Higgins. A gain there of 11, and the Bengals gonna have a 1st down. Now Burrow on the bootleg. Down the field, he's got Burton. And he will score. Jermaine Burton, touchdown Cincinnati.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Tevin Jenkins, the man called for the flag. Working out of the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. That one taken in by Burton. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Burrow to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, second and goal.
11.
They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Second down and 8. A play fake. Now Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On second down, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Brown. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Play action now. It's Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Over the middle, that's Burton. And he's taken down up past the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Let's get set.
Burrow now. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First and 10. Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down, Burrow. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin had 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. On 1st down, Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this this one as down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third.
And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They'll drop to throw. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing again, Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's complete to Moore on the right side. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
So clearly time is not on their side, but with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again. Long shot of it happening, but at least they got a chance.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Komet. He's got it again. And he's in. Cole Komet, touchdown Bears.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
What in the name of pigskin perfection did we just witness? This was a 4K Dolby surround sound popcorn flying action movie with no stunt doubles. Football just broke reality in Cincinnati. I'm sweating, I'm shaking, and I think I just saw a tiger high-five a bear. What was that? Joe Burrow, 567 yards, 93% of his passes completed, 4 tutties. That ain't a quarterback, that's a laser cannon in a headband. He was dealing like Vegas on payday. That ball never touched the ground. But Caleb Williams said, I'm built for this stage. 406 yards, 81% completions, 4 tutties. Are you kidding me? This kid walks into the jungle and drops a masterpiece like he's been there for 10 years. Look, the defenses, they fought. But let's be honest, ain't no defense alive stopping Jamar Chase and DJ Moore when the quarterbacks are throwing heat like that. All they could do was pray for the clock to hit 0. Week 2's game of the week just lit the verse on fire. If you ain't watching the Madden verse by now, you're missing out, baby. Like, subscribe, share this madness with your whole crew. And don't forget to hit the verse merch store. We got that fresh heat to match every touchdown dance from the jungle to Chi-Town, and trust me, it'll have you looking like the MVP of your tailgate this fall.